hop into the game. In today's lobby, we've got Raging Dino, Roberto Lowe's, Pentix, Dapto 58, Ken, and Oscar. Again, they're playing 2 games today, with a point system and a special rule in both games. First map will be on Conwy Castle, second map will be Mont Saint-Michel. And the special rule means that you need 2 bounties for the win. To collect 2 bounties, you get the win and the game ends. But otherwise, you can win the regular way as well. Alright, so in first position... Actually, who's that? That's Pentix. So in first position, we have Pentix. Second position is Dapto. In third position, we have Roberto Lowe's. In fourth position, we have... What's his name again? Ken. In fifth position, we have Raging Dino. Sixth position, to close it off, is Oscar. Cherokee, hello, hello. Welcome in. Debs on the screen. I like them. There was a broadcast for this? Oh, yeah. It was announced a little bit differently because Mitch was away, so, you know, when the big boss is away. Mobot, welcome in. Hello, hello. Are you in this tournament, Mobot? You usually make it far in these tournaments, right? Yeah, barely. Zerky's also in. Doesn't think he'll make it to quarters. Is there a point in this tournament where it becomes winners move on? Or is it just points all the way through? Semis onward is winners only. Alright. So, fun settings. A lot of kill guards on this map. It's very like... what's the point threshold for quarters? Well, that's an interesting question. So yeah, it's a very interesting map for these settings because, you know, if the board is too open, you can just collect 2 kills and be done with it. You don't even have to make the kills super worthwhile because if you get the second one, you just win the game. 55 points or something. All right. So that really makes it so that you have to have a couple kill guards, especially if somebody goes for a kill and then doesn't chain it directly into a second kill. You have to make sure that that person doesn't get a second kill. So there's going to be a lot of kill guards. And luckily on this map, there's a bunch of territories guarding multiple kills. But again, it's unstable portals, right? So even if you have a kill guard, you might still be vulnerable. That is rough, Zerky. I mean, it's 2 games, right? So a lot can happen in 2 games. A lot can happen in 2 games. Good luck in both games. Yeah. I mean, 1 win is already 15, right? And since it's a bounty type game, you're at least going to get 1 bounty if you win. So that's 18. I believe all bounties still count if you get the alternate win condition, right? So if you get the alternate win condition, that would be 21 points by definition. And then you only need to not die. Yeah, because a win is always 15 points, right? Then every bounty is worth 3 points. Also, at least one of these players in this lobby has just woken up. It's early in the morning in the United States. It's 1 p.m. for me. which means it's got to be like 6 a.m. or whatever in the US, depending on where in the US. A lot of them will be living at 7 a.m. at the moment, but you know, for Bentix it's super early. Yeah, I don't know which side he lives, but whatever the time is, it's just waking up time on a Saturday. On a Saturday, guys. Waking up at like 6 a.m. Jeez, couldn't be me. So let's look at the positions. Usually in a proc roll dom type game, I start looking at the third and fourth positions, and on whether the fifth and sixth positions are hidden well, right? So I would first look at like Oscar. Where's Oscar? How many positions does Oscar have? He's got 1, 2, 3. Those are separated, right? These are walls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, those are connected. 8. 7-ish positions, right? Now that grows because that 4 just snuck in the middle here, so those two positions are now sort of separated. I'd die if I have to wake up for a turning game that early. Yeah. That's crazy. Those two positions are kind of connected as well, but it's pretty easy for them to be separated again. So Oscar isn't that bad off here, and he could even move that into the tower, which separates those two positions a little bit. He could move this out. Like there's ways to separate them more. This 3 could go right. That's pretty good. How about Dino? Dino has one of these kill guard positions there as well. He's got 1 and 2 in the middle, but they're kind of connected at the moment. He's got 1 on the top. He's got 1 in a pretty kill guarded position and a position on the right. If he moves that out into the wing, it becomes more separated. He could also try to get a new position through that portal. If people let him get a new position, he could slip into that position in the south there, and it is not really close to any other position he has. So that would be great for Dino if he gets that opportunity. But of course, other players would try that as well. I guess that Ken would probably try to take that with that 4, you know, stack on the 4, take that and split. That would make it basically impossible for Dino to get it. But yeah, Dino's getting ready to take that position if nobody else does that. Now, if I want to look at the kill lines, first I'm going to look at those big guarding positions, right? Because, look, there's 3 players in this corner, and there's someone here. They're all different players. So that means that this 4 in the middle should be a huge stack at some point in the game, and that is Roberto Lowe's. So the first player I'm going to look at kill lines for would be Roberto Lowe's to see, you know, he has any of these territories to attack. So who else is guarding those players? All right, so there's this big territory, which always guards 2 positions and sort of guards another one. And there's this position which guards that. Well, that's good for Roberto because this 5 is only guarding itself. So if he reaches this 5, he can, oh, come on, he can reach that one. And he's got his own stack here, and he's got the pink stack here. And that's not his primary target. So that's very good for Roberto Lowe's. So I think Roberto might be in the best position here with that important guarding position. Nobody else has lines on any of these players, logically. It's going to be an issue to get to that 2 there. So Dino might not be the primary target. So I would be looking at... I think I'd be looking at Oscar, honestly. Although this corner is annoying for him. But there's a lot of ways into that corner. Especially with the portals. Yeah, I think at the moment Roberto is in the best position to get some points here. Like whatever happens, he's not going to be the first target. So if somebody else dies, he gets points because it's placement points exist. Do we see what I was thinking about? Does he split? Ooh, it's 2 small stacks. No, I think Dino gets that position now. I think Dino stacks on the 4 and either moves entirely that way or partially. If he moves there entirely and then like moves an extra 1 to the 3, that is very good for Roberto Lowe's. No, he actually keeps that position, which means that still Roberto has a tough time getting to that entire wing. I think either Oscar or Ken could die here. I think Oscar is a good target for Roberto Lowe's. He's got lines on this 3. He's got lines on this 3 and the like that whole position from 2 places. Right? He's got this 1 where you can stack and move over. He's got this 3 that can do some work. He's got lines on this 2 and this 4. He's got lines on the 4 2 ways, by the way. And I guess if he stacks enough on the 4, he can just slam through this 4. And also this one has a line to that 4. That's pretty much free. It also depends on the portals, of course, because in the second trading sequence we're gonna have open portals, and if the portals happen to be just right, that's a great position for Roberto to go for that kill. If he has to slam through this 4, for example, well, in third position you don't have the biggest trade. You just had Oscar getting the biggest trade, right? The 15. So he's going to be ahead in troop count, and Roberto is only going to get the 30 trade. So you'd have to have great lines on the kill. Exactly. Need perfect portals to kill Roberto? I totally agree. Like, if you have these portals with this 4 lining up that 4, if you have the same portals, then it's still worth it to hit this 4 for those 2 positions. You know, it'd even be better if there's a portal on this 3 or that 3, or even that 1, I guess, because that makes this 1 line, and you don't even have to split. That would save an extra 2 troops. Also depends on whether they even trade in the second trading sequence, right? So on this map, it's pretty easy to be safe, to not be killed in the second trading sequence if you go to 5. So I would even expect Pentix and Adapto to go to 5 cards so that Roberto doesn't even have enough troops. He would only get the 20 trade, so he would have to go to 5 to even get the worth. Now, if that happens and nobody takes a kill in the second trading sequence, the third trading sequence, if people are on 4 cards, the portals are closed. So that makes it extra tough. So you would have to either get to the 5 card kill where the portals are open, or the 3 card kill where the portals are open. So that's going to be rough. Of course, if you take a kill, if you're on 5 cards and you take a kill on someone who has 5 cards, you end up on 5 cards as well, with possibly people getting trades on 3 and taking your kill. So you'd have to chain it right away. Yeah, I think it's so well played by Dino that he took the position. He was lucky as well that nobody else took it, because he was getting ready for it, right? He had a big stack on that portal with a 1 portal there. Oh yeah, already starting to see the troop difference between this guarding position and his other positions, because that's such an important territory there. Like, I've been talking about Roberto's lines on other people and slamming through 4s, right? So if there's a 4 in the way, you could probably afford to slam it to get through. But if there's an 8 in the way, that's a different story. Oh, that opens there. Ooh, big stack on the portal for Dino. What's he doing with that? Does he consider that an important position, or is he taking another position on the tower? He is. Oh, well played by Dino, yeah. And choking up the board as well. Completely disregarding that tower position, which means that Roberto has a way into that wing, which is dangerous for everybody here, except Ken. Do you guys see the whole thing? I don't think you see the whole board in a nice way. It's a pretty wide map, right? So I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. That's the wrong one. So you can see the whole map better. Hey, Garble, welcome in. He's holding 4 of the 7 portals. Pretty sure holding more portals is advantageous, but we'll see. I mean, that's just a coincidence, right? They're not stable portals. Oh, yeah. Roberto absolutely takes that opportunity to move over. This is very dangerous for anybody in that corner of the map. So that is one of the few spots where Roberto had an... yeah, it didn't have a good line into. This is going to be pretty dangerous. Right, so let's look at the Oscar kill now, for example. He has a perfect line onto that 5. This stack moved out of the way, but this 4 moved all the way there. There's a portal on this 4, which is... actually doesn't mean that much because all the other portals are occupied by other people. So the portal really doesn't matter. But yeah, he has a line on this portion of the board. This 4, this 8, this 5, this 4, obviously this 2, and this 5. You can stack on this one to take that 4. And then I think we should look at the sizes of the trade. Right? It depends on whether... Makes it even easier, actually. If he hits the 5 first, that's even easier. Yeah. So Pentix does trade in, which means that Dapto probably also trades in. That's what I'm expecting. And that probably means that Roberto is getting the 30 trade. Okay, let's see. I think it might be worth stacking on this 5. This 5 doesn't do anything else for him, so he can just hit that 4. Right? So if he gets the 30 trade, that's 33 troops. He only has 11 territories, so 33 troops. That's... let's put 4 there first, right? So 29. He doesn't have to put anything there for that. Let's see, 4, 25, plus another 10, be 15. 10. Oh. He doesn't actually have it. Yeah, so Roberto does not have the troops to kill Oscar with this trade. He actually doesn't have the troops. And if that stack stays there, he definitely doesn't have it. Doesn't say that though, but yeah, he still doesn't have it. Yeah, it moves back. He should trade in, absolutely trade in, I think. Yeah, So 33 to distribute. Like he needs to put at least 10 or like 12 here already. Even more actually. Although he could put some extra to reach that. So like 25 here. Yeah, he doesn't have it. Yeah, you can see that he doesn't have the troops. Interesting setup with the 18. I think that's mostly just guarding. I think that's mostly just guarding, not really targeting. He took 2 cards. Why did he close himself off to that? Now he would need extra troops to even get there. That was 69 troops. We can dab on screen. Where's the dab? Boom. 69 troops for Dabto. So I'm not sure why that closed itself off when he already took a card. Maybe to give a card to... Yeah, I think he was given a card here. Didn't they have another card? They did have this one, so no. Just a sec. All right. So next turn we'll be able to, I mean not next turn actually, but the turn after that we'll be able to see the portals and where they would open up at the end of their trading sequence when the portals are closed. All right, guys, I just got peek. Ooh, hitting the 4. Ken might be concerned about Oscar lining them up. Right, but no, I don't see that. I don't see. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Maybe they were trying to get lines on Roberto in some way. No, that doesn't make sense either. I think mostly if I see a slam like that, it would be to remove an offensive position from the other one. You think it's a goad? You think he's goading Dino to take the kill? That would progress the game. But yeah, Dino didn't go for it. Oh, you guys can see that? Yeah. Download complete. I've been having so much fun. So if you watch Vampire Chicken or Hot Buns or even Kilted these days, you will have seen them playing Peak, and I love it so much. I've downloaded it now. I'm gonna play it as well. It looks so much fun. Dino has great lines on Oscar for the most part, but knowing Dino, he probably won't attempt it. I mean, he should have... to make an attempt, he should have great lines without any portals. Because the portals are going to close next turn. And Pentix does not have a trade on 4. That is very painful. Does Dino have good lines on Pentix is my question. I mean, there's a Roberto stack right here, but it's only a 17, right? It's only a 17. Even without portals, it's relatively good. I would watch... I'll look at those lines. I mean, who else has lines on Pentix, right? I guess if Pentix doesn't trade in and the others do, then like Oscar, for example, is going to have a ginormous trade. So we should look at those lines. Maybe... No, I would say Dino. I would look at Dino. This 12, the 7. The 7 also has access to that whole shebang. This 5 has access to that 20. This 49 has access to the 15. And those two. So he would only have to slam through the 18. I mean, I guess that Roberto would probably trade in before that. So maybe we should look at Dapto. Does Dapto have good lines? He doesn't have good lines on it. Yeah, I mean, he can just stack here. So that's fine. He can slam through this. That works. This 5. That's tough. He should have to stack here pretty hard. He has lines on the 15. Portals are closing, so we can't look at those. This 7 can take that out. This 20 is pretty hard to reach for Dapto. So I don't think Dapto has it, and I think Roberto would stack there. Does Roberto have the kill on Pentix? Of course, he has this. I think he can slam through the 13 with the big stack. He has lines on the 4. This 14 can reach the 5. This 11 can reach the 10 and the 1, and the 3 and the 1. This 10 can reach this, and could probably be strong enough to hit through that 5 to take the 20 out. So I think if Dapto trades, which he probably does, I think Roberto takes the kill. I think Roberto is strong enough everywhere, and the trades are big enough wherever he isn't strong enough. He would need... That's just a couple. That's only a couple as well. He would need about 20 extra here. Now maybe a little bit more. 25 extra here. 20 extra here. This is all one line. And split that off with just a couple. I think he's got it. I think Roberto has this. Unless, I mean, that's a 23 now, so that would be, like, this is 38 in total, so 40 in total. So that's got to be a 40 to even hit that. Ooh, wait, another kill guard here. Massive kill guard here. Massive kill guard. Oh, that is very strong. This 14 would have to slam through either 30 troops, or this has to slam through 24 troops. That makes it a lot tougher to get him. I don't know if he has it. Maybe he's looking at another kill. Maybe he's looking at the Oscar kill now. 17 on 13, 28 on 25, 7 on 3 and 1. I mean, this 5 is here as well. 10 on 5. Does he take the Oscar kill? 33 on 21 and 6. 12 on 3 and 4. I think he has the Oscar kill. All right, so can he chain the Oscar kill into Pentix? Because he's going to have a stack on the 21, right? He's going to have a stack on the 21. Ooh, 19 on 18. All right, he's got that. 17 on 13. Ooh. All right, he did take it. 17 on 13. Hits as well. Good dice there. And 12 on 3 and 4. And he got it. So, first kill goes to Roberto Lowe's. Can he chain this within 30 seconds? Or I guess maybe it's 90 seconds this timer. But he's already halfway through the turn timer. So he definitely needs some time. And he needs the speed. All right, 20. Where's that going into? Is that going into Dino? 8 on 4, 1. 11 here. It's too much to split here. You would need a 7 here, some troops here, 18 here. I don't think he has the Dino kill. He should stack on the middle again. He doesn't stack on the middle. He stacks on this, saving only Dapto, because there's a portal going to be open on the 2 there. But yeah, that's definitely a good kill there. He's on 130 troops and 3 cards. So he's even on troops with the player before him. I mean, technically it's not after him, right? And 1 extra card. Right, so do we see Ken go for the next kill? Does he attempt a kill on Dino, for example, or on Pentix? Does he have the lines on Pentix? I'm not entirely sure. That's only a 15. That's not enough to take that 4 out. 20 is a lot to take the 1 and the 4 out there. And he doesn't have lines into the 2. So I don't think he's taking the Dino kill. 37 on the portal, just getting ready for a kill next turn, which would have to be dry on who? Right? There's no real valuable kill if he takes it dry next turn. Unless Dino doesn't take a card. But again, he wouldn't have the Dino kill. Pentix survives now. I agree. Ooh, Dino doesn't trade. Dino actually does not trade. That is rough. All right, Pentix super happy. That was very well played by Dapto, guarding that Pentix skill there. I think that if Roberto had taken the Pentix skill, the game would have been over. All right, nobody kills Dino. Dino is officially safe. I mean, this was open, right? I think he had it, right? Was there any position he couldn't reach for Dino? He could reach this. He could reach this. He could go through the portal and take the 2 out. He could reach the 51 and the 12 and the 3 and the 6 and the 6. I think he had the Dino kill here. I mean, obviously it's dangerous when you end on 5, when people have trades on 3. When people can take your kill dry even. But if you can chain it right away, because the trades are pretty big, right? I don't know, maybe you could have had the Dino kill chained into the second kill for the win. Maybe he just hopes that Dino doesn't have a trade on 5. Again, I love Roberto's position here. That 64 has access to a lot of things, right? It can go left, up, right, down, and down here as well. Thing is, of course, if you take a kill on this map and people don't hit you because they want your stacks to be locked by your own troops. But now Roberto is in the most luxurious position here because all he needs is a kill and then he wins the game. So as soon as he has a trade and he has the lines for a single kill, he doesn't have to worry about troop counts. He doesn't have to worry about low odds or whatever. I mean, of course, when you don't get the kill, that kills you. But okay, if you have the lines, if you have a kill, you can even smack through somebody else if that makes you have the kill. If you end up weak, doesn't matter. You win. I think Roberto just goes for Pentix and wins. Yeah, that's possible. Also depends on how big this stack's gonna be. Guarding the Pentix 6, right? I think the lines on Dapto might be easier. Right, he's got the lines on this tower. He's got the lines. Wait, does he have a line into here? How does he get here? That's the same for the 15, by the way. If he goes for Pentix, you would have to go through the 25. But that's basically all then, right? I think the lines on Dapto are easier, and let's look at the lines on Ken here. So he's got direct lines on the 20. He's got direct lines on the 25. He's got direct lines on the 15. He's got direct lines on the 20 and the 47. I think he kills Ken and wins. I think Roberto kills Ken and wins the game right here. If he has a trade, obviously. If he doesn't have a trade, there's no way to take it raw. But if Roberto has a trade, he kills Ken, wins the game, and that's... Alright, trades in. So there's going to be like a 20 or 21. Yeah, put your troops down, man. You don't want to run out of time. Yeah, it's going to be a 20... Yeah, 25, 21. There's another one after. He's risking it. 30. 29. 26. 25. Ooh. 16. Ooh. I mean, he has the 26 here. But that doesn't actually connect, though. Yeah, 23. Ooh, bad dice there. He got the... Oh, beautiful dice on the 20. And the 66 ends the game. GG's. And that is the... What? Deuce Dipper? Double Deuce? What's the name? That's going to be GG's. 2 bounties for Roberto Lowe's, 15 points, and of course the 2 bounty points. Nobody else here took a kill, so they end up a shared... so 2, 3, 4, so shared third, I guess, or shared fourth, whatever you want to call it. They get the points that the person in third would get normally. So let's see a bonus game, guys. You guys want a bonus game? Let me see bonus game emotes in the chat. Will it be chaotic? Absolutely. Ooh, line on the +7 for Pentix. I think he actually goes for a lower bonus, honestly. I think he doesn't take the risk. Maybe take the all-time +4. I would take the all-time +4 and then next turn go for the +7 of Monsieur Michel. He's got a good line on the +7, right? It's only a straight line. But if he goes for Old Town, ooh, that's not 100%. But I mean, if you get good dice, he does take the bonus. He does take the bonus. All right, all right. So that is the +6 of stores for you guys. These are the bonuses on Monsieur Michel. Couple +3s, couple +4s, and then you've got the +6s of stores, Port, and then the +7s of Saint Pierre, Mont Saint Michel, and Markets. So that will be a +3 of residence for Roberto Lowe's. And that's a fair bonus to take here. Yeah, +3 of Abbey for Oscar here, and claiming, absolutely claiming Saint Pierre. I think he's gonna try to take it next turn. Is that a straight line? Yes, that is a straight line. So now in blue, we... wait, oh, that was not... Oh, hold on. Red isn't Roberto, that's not Depto. Hold on. So Roberto is now blue. I was still thinking in terms of red. Does he have a good line for that? That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. I wouldn't even go for that. That's only a +3. I would claim Courtyard here. He tries to take it with a 2 die slider. All right. Does he move the 2 in, or actually move some else? Some other. He could also move this 2 out if he wants that to survive. I think that 2 dies next turn. Actually, does it? Would Pentix be so bold to take a +6 and a +7? Would he be so bold? Alright, so Ken, what does Ken have for a bonus? He has troops in the +9, but it's going to be rough if he wants to take it. He's going to try and go for the +4 of Courtyard. Or is he claiming... Oh, he's actually going to try the 3v1 for the +4 of North Passage and gets it. Very well played. Well played. That's a +4. Now I can see this middle +4 for Dino. Yeah. And Dino stacks on the 2 as well. Should put an extra one there. He has more troops to distribute, right? Yeah, he starts in 6th. He risks it? He risks not getting it? Oh no. I mean, it's still a risk. I would put 6 there. And that's a strong claim on the +5 of north wall. So he takes the +4 and claims the north wall. I mean, if I'm Pentix, I'd probably take another bonus. I think he could try to take the +4 extra. He definitely takes a second bonus, right? Yeah, he moves out of the way there. Yeah, he takes the +4 of Old Town. Ooh, bad dice. But of course, he does take it. Yeah, beautiful second turn by Pentix. Pentix in a very strong position here, having a +10 bonus in total. And helping the other players out as well, so that they don't break him. That's pretty strong. All right, so Dapto now goes for the what's that? +6 of port. It's still pretty rough with the dice. If he gets good dice, yeah, 2 dice lighter here. Oh no, he totally 3 dices it. Yeah. So fortify the 3 back to the 4, and then take it next turn. If I'm Oscar, I'd take a second bonus here, right? He should have it. 8. It's a little bit rough. If he gets good dice, he might have it. He does get good dice on the 2. Gets good dice again. All right. Perfect dice on the bonus take. That is a total of +10 as well for Oscar. Puts on the 4, just stacking a little bit. Yeah, definitely does not get broken. Now, the second bonus take for Roberto Los could be the +4 of Courtyard, which only would put him at +7. So he might want to claim Mont Saint Michel instead. I don't know if he can take it. Yeah, so the +7 of Mont Saint Michel is also what he's looking at. I don't think he can take it unless he gets perfect dice. That's 1 perfect dice roll. It's even if he gets it, it might actually get broken, and he's going to be dead pretty soon after. Yeah, that's just a strong claim. Ooh. Yeah, no more attacks. No more attacks there. He does take another attack. Removing Dino. So Dino's now... Okay, so Dino's now probably taking the +5 of North Wall, putting him at +9, and then Ken doesn't really have a good line. Maybe he takes the +4 of Courtyard, or he claims the +9. No, I think he's going for Courtyard. Okay, does he take it this turn? He's gonna have to split there. He does not take it, or maybe he just doesn't know those two don't connect. All right, puts it back. Yeah, you could have had that if he split there, but he didn't. Dino goes for the +5. Strong stacks. Yeah, beautiful play. I would just single stack that. Absolutely. I think the stack on the one there next to that 8 would have been better because it has more access points, right? This is only connected to that one and the Depto one, but that is connected to the 4, the 3, the 1, and even to that 2 in the corner. All right, Depto takes their second bonus, putting them at +9 in total. But they've got a lot of board, right? As does Dino. Well, Dino now on 16. But with these bonuses, this is a relatively large bonus in terms of territory count. So that puts Depto at 18. So this +9 in total in bonus count, and bonus troops, is only in addition to the territory generation that he's going to get. Yeah, obviously not going to get broken there. He does put a 3 there for just in case. But that's definitely a strong position for Depto with the 18 territories. I think he's definitely going to lose that 1 in the +4. But yeah, all the other territories are pretty much safe. He's going to be at least at 15 at the start of his next turn. Roberto investing not that much into this bonus, so it's still pretty, yeah, he got bad dice. I think the other players are going to let him hold, but if they don't, and just break both bonuses, that's going to be game over for Roberto. And I mean, Roberto has the 21 points from the last game, so that might be strategic in making sure he doesn't get too high on the leaderboard. All right, where does the 11 go? Completely on the outside. Very interesting play. Very nice. Mm-hmm. Wow. Claiming the +9. Very, very interesting play. He's not taking the +9, he's just claiming the +9. Maybe he tried to take it and just didn't see. I don't know exactly what that was about. But yeah, Pentix didn't suffer from that at all. Pentix in an amazing position. Look at that. 50 troops and Roberto only on 20 troops. I would definitely, if I'm Oscar, for example, I would definitely steal that Mont Saint-Michel. Right? If I'm, I guess they can just die pretty much. Right? Roberto could just die right now. Oh, Daptos stays in that bonus. If I'm Oscar, I'd probably steal Mont Saint-Michel. Maybe even break the other one. Right? You can use the aggression on sorry, not Oscar, on Roberto as an excuse to also break Ken. I think I would definitely do that. I just get him out, basically. Ooh, removing that Ken position. Ken now has to break for a card. And he also guarded his own territories here. Oh, that is a beautiful play by Oscar. Absolutely beautiful play by Oscar. So Ken has to choose who he breaks. As does Roberto here. So I would probably break Dino here. Yeah, because Dino is the one who took everyone out of here. Alright, and now Ken can take a card here. Maybe even put the stack where the 1 is now. Alright, he still keeps it on there. Ooh, some aggression from Dino here. Very nice. Pentix loves this. Pentix still has all those bonuses. He's got the cards without having to be aggressive to any player specifically. This is beautiful. Pentix loves this. I think he, even if he stacks on the 1 stack, right? If he just takes this 9 or the 3 and stacks it on the stack, he might just get like 2 kills next turn and win. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. I think Pentix got it. Like, nobody has a reason to be very aggressive against Pentix. They're not at war with him. Pentix hasn't broken anyone. Pentix has just chilled, took some cards, like did his thing, right? So Pentix, that 39, and he has a trade next turn, right? Maybe somebody, like Roberto, for example, trades early to survive. I think it wouldn't even be enough to survive. Man, if I'm Oscar, I'd take a kill there, honestly. Alright, Roberto doesn't trade. So look at this. Roberto has 36 troops, right? Dino now on 28, which would put him on about, what, 38 next turn. He's got 21, he's got the +4. That's going to be about, like about 38 troops next turn. 38 plus 36, 74. And Pentix is already on 60 troops here. So you can stack on this 9, take the Dino kill, chain it into the Roberto kill, and he wins. That's the end of the game. I think this is how many troops? Oh, 10 go there. Oh, game over, right? That's absolutely game over. Oh yeah, that's game over. This is game. Pentix wins. Pentix gets the double kill now. All right, how many troops do we have here? And a +2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 19, 20, 21. Yeah, so he puts enough there to take this out, change it into Roberto Lows, and he wins. Alright, he goes for Dapto first. Who does he chain it into? Alright, that's one bounty. Does he chain this into... No, I mean, there's no good chain here now. Right, he can't really chain this into Dino because of all this material here, and he can't really chain it into Roberto either because of the 21 on the north. So I think that was not the right path. He does have the kill, obviously. Nobody can stop him. So he can just take a kill next turn and then win. But yeah, Pentix loves that. He's gonna get locked down pretty much to the to no bonus play. Right? I mean, Oscar can win here. Oscar can do the same thing. 80 troops. He takes 2 kills. Oscar wins. Oscar wins now. Right? He goes north, goes around, takes all that out. He just needs a 7 here, and then this stack can do all the work. This can... It's still pretty... Oh, he doesn't go for a kill. He doesn't go for a kill. Yeah, Roberto now on 60 troops. Roberto's alive. Roberto doesn't die now. I mean, he could still die. What's the line here for the 16? This 11 needs to come around. Pentix needed to line up on one person after that kill. Oh, that is dangerous. Oh, yeah, he does go for a kill. He does go for the kill. He gets it, obviously. But he doesn't have the troops to chain it into anybody. I think... So, my thoughts is Roberto just thought, you know, the game is going to be over. Pentix has a trade. He's going to kill Dino. Best I can do is take the 2 placement points and a bounty. Right, because that's going to be 5 extra points that he wouldn't get, or I guess 4 extra points that he wouldn't get if somebody just took the kill. Oh no, I mean he would still get the placement points if somebody else killed Dino. So that's 3 extra points that he wouldn't get if Pentix just won next turn. And if Pentix doesn't win next turn, then it's going to be Oscar, because Oscar's on 78 troops. He still has the bonuses. He might have a trade. All his troops on that stack here. Is this enough for Pentix? What's the trade's going to be? Ooh, we might see Ken go for a bounty as well. 15. Might actually be worth going for the Pentix skill here. Does he go for the Pentix? I mean, he's got 1 stack here, right? He can just move around. Right? He can just move around with this 33. Take that out. Take this out into the 16. Doesn't go for it. Oh, that is such a waste. I think he would have had it. All right. 5 dudes. Oh my. So he's on 73 troops now. Just kills Oscar, right? This is sorry, not Oscar. Roberto. Right. This. Ooh, it's rough. It's rough. I don't think he has it. There's too many territories to take out. There's too many territories to take out. He needs to stabilize. Now, if Oscar has a trade on 3 and keeps those bonuses, I think Pentix needs to break those bonuses. I would have broken north, because now the 48 has better access to the left here. It was completely closed off from this side unless he went around. Now it's got access to both sides. Right now, this is a single line. I mean, it was a single line when hitting through a couple of Roberto's stacks as well. But yeah, 81 does not have a trade on 3. Right. Bonus breaks. Very nice. That's very well played. So we've got 2 players on 1 bounty now. We've got Pentix with 3 cards, and we've got Oscar on 4 cards. Now Roberto could trade in, and that'll be the 25 trade. 89 troops. Does he have a kill here? Oh wait, no, wait. Oscar didn't take a kill. It was Roberto who took a kill. So Oscar does not have the luxury position. It's Roberto. If he puts it all in here, does he have a kill? I don't think so, because most of his troops are actually just a 1 stack. So the biggest stack he can get is not enough to take a kill here. But he is safe. I don't think he's dead. Roberto can still win. I think he's got two. You know, he even has this 3, this 3, this 3, this 3. That counts up when the troops are so close, right? So he's hitting Pentix a little bit. Yeah, this 41 stack, that's not going to be enough to hit anyone. I think with the trade on 3, Ken could win here. He didn't take it last turn, so I don't think he will now. He just takes a card. I don't know if he had a trade on 3, but yeah. Pentix, no trade on 3. He definitely can't take a kill dry here. Most of his troops are... Ooh, 69 troops for Pentix. Dabs in the chat. Dabs. Where's the dab? 200 points. 114 troops for Oscar, but he would have to chain this into someone. So I would go for the Pentix skill here and try to chain it into Ken. Now, if you end up on the 24, it's almost a straight line. If he goes... Alright, he probably goes for the Pentix skill here. That's a 61 stack, though. That's very dangerous. I mean, if he ends up here, you can take this... Only 1 split, and then go like that. Wow, perfect. Perfect dice there. I mean, not perfect dice, but ended up with a 1. I like that. Alright, 38. I would go... Would I go around? I think I would go through the 3, honestly. But yeah, he does take this. Still pretty close. Pentix dies. That is 1 bounty for Oscar. So now it's going to be very close, right? 103. He definitely does not have another kill. Right? Most of his troops are just 1s, and this 5 is closed off. So he definitely does not have another kill. He would need like an 80 stack to even take another kill. Now, if Roberto has a trade, Roberto wins. If he doesn't have a trade, can he go for the Ken kill? I don't think so. I don't think he would have the juice to take out the 61. Oscar guards Ken! That is beautiful, honestly. So does Roberto have a trade here? Kills Ken into a win. If Roberto has a trade. I mean, not like this. I think he can kill Oscar. He doesn't have that many territories, so I think he can take this. It's gonna be close. If he takes it, he's gonna go. He's gonna have to go here, like split off. He's closed off here. Closed off here. Oh, that's so nasty. Like this 1, this 3, this 3. So he has to split off like 40 troops over there, or 45 even. Whew, that's gonna be very rough. Wait, no way. No freaking way. Alright, yeah. He does take some action. If Ken has a trade, he can only take 1 kill. But it might be worth the 3 points. Right, he can take the Oscar kill engine, then just give the game to Roberto. That's what he might choose to do. Right, take second and a bounty over second and no bounty, or maybe even third and no bounty. I think this is the right choice. Yeah. I mean, Oscar doesn't like this, but I think this is the right choice. Split off 41, 42 maybe. Yeah, 41. Yeah, you got that. And this is definitely enough. Ooh, bad dice, bad dice. He can still lose this. No, he got it, he got it, he got it. Yeah. You got good dice in the way there. Like if you lost 1-1-1 everywhere there, you could have ended up with a 16 on 11 and lost that. But yeah, he got it. So that is 1 bounty as well for Ken. And now, obviously, no trade. There's a 70 stack. Ooh. Oh, yeah, he gets too many troops here. If he did a couple breaks after, ended up on 5, he could have still won. I think if he broke a couple territories there, he could have still won. 18 on 13, not 100%. You got it though. All right. Nice bathing there. You can move around. Yeah, you can just move around. That's possible. And that will be the full wall dom by Roberto Lowe's, taking 2 wins this game. 4 bounties in total. Gonna put him on what, 42? 18v13 is not 100%. No, 19v13 is 100%. 18v13 is what, about 98?